Good morning, Year 10. Welcome back to Term 2. Sorry we're still online and not face-to-face, but such is life, eh? Just to remind people what we plan on doing, we've got one class left we didn't look at last term, looking at the idea of reproduction. But after that, I really was keen for you guys to get organised into your groups. Now, I have organised a forum for each of these groups: birds, reptiles, amphibians, fish, insects, and echinoderms. Not that we've got any echinodermas yet. We do have a few people, 4 or 5, who had not actually put their hand up for anything yet. So you need to fit into amphibians, insects, or echinoderms, because that one's really full. Please let me know which ones you want ASAP, so I can add you to those forums. The idea of the forum is it's a chance for me to help you, because I'm part of your forum, and I can add stuff in. It's also a chance for me to watch you are doing some work. You're going to put together a presentation for the whole class, and I'm going to ask you to then assess 2 others. So each of the groups will present to us via the class forum. There's also a whole class forum on Sector. And you can choose 2 to watch and do some peer assessment. And we'll talk more about that a bit later. Each of your groups needs to look at let's say birds, for instance, just so it's at the top of the list there. So if you're Finn, Angus, Harry, or Magnus, you are working on birds. You need to tell me how birds move. Well, they fly, they don't walk. Well, they do a bit of walking too. And sometimes they swim. But basically they're about flight, aren't they? So how the hell do those bodies get in the air? So you might look at the bones, right? You know, look at how are they different? What have they done to allow flight to happen? And it's not just having wings. How they exchange gases. Now, interestingly, they've got a really complex breathing system because of flight. So you have to explore that. How are they different to our lungs? How are they different to fish? How they grow and reproduce. So in this case, you're looking at classic reproduction. They use internal fertilization, so there's sexual reproduction in place. But they are egg layers. So what's the deal with eggs? How they gain their water, how they gain their energy and nutrition. So you want to look at their digestive systems. Are they different? These guys fly, right? They don't really carrying around huge digestive systems like we do. That's one of the things that stops us flying, which is a bloody great pile of organs in our guts. How they remove their waste. And why do you rush out and wash those bloody bird poos off their car when they've hit your Duco, especially with a nice car, because it's pretty toxic. And how do they go about sensing and responding to their internal and external environments? And again, they're going to have hormones and nerves, but are they different? Do they operate differently? So you need to be thinking about all those main ideas we've looked at and how they apply to your group, and then explain it to the class. So the point of this is for you to reinforce your understanding of these requirements for life and then teach it to someone else, but in a new context. So we talked about mammals and plants in class last term. Now you're looking at a group of animals you've not seen before and looking at how they get around it. Now, some of them would be the same as us. Some animals have 2-chambered hearts and 3-chambered hearts. Some have a single chamber. Some have no heart at all. What's going on there? So there's these differences that you can be looking for, okay? Anyway, that's just to get you thinking about what you need to be doing for me. We're going to spend the next 2 weeks working on these and then have the presentations ready for the start of week 3, okay? See you online next week. Cheers.